Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to work on my Deathstroke armor. Yeah, check it out. But in this video, I'm just going to focus on doing the chest and the back piece and the rib guard, whatever. But anyways, yeah. Hope you guys dig the video. The coach is moving around. Okay, so I feel like living on the edge today, and I'm going to start with the abdominal piece because I normally start with the chest area. So I took some poster board paper and I drew out my designs. This is for my abdominal area and also my cod piece. And you're probably wondering, Deathstroke doesn't have cod piece. Well, mine does, so old well. I'm gonna start off by drawing the lines for my undercuts, and I'm gonna separate the cod piece from the rest of the abdominal piece. And once I had my cod piece separated, I went ahead and drew out my lines for the abdominal piece, and I cut it out so that I can transfer the patterns over to my 6mm craft foam. I wanted it pretty thin. I wanted it to be a little more flexible. And now that I have all my pieces separated, I'm going to take my wood burner with the angle tip on there, and I'm going to burn in my undercuts, because when I try using a razor blade, sometimes I can go a little too deep or just not right. Here's what it looked like after I have all my undercut, and also went ahead and did my cod piece so that I can glue everything down, and it should fold in and attach just like that. Before I apply my glue, I need to sand down all the cauterized pieces because the wood burner will seal the foam and the foam will not absorb the glue. And while I'm waiting for my glue to dry, I'm going to take my wood burner while it's still hot and cut in some details to the abdominal pieces. It should look something like this. I think it looks really cool. After waiting 5 minutes for my contact cement to dry, I went ahead and pressed everything into place. Now, when I attach these three pieces together, I only do the outer pieces, not the center. That way, it'll allow me to flex it up and down when I'm doing my crunches in my cosplay, which I don't ever do really. But yeah. I am really digging the way this abdominal piece is turning out. I like the way it's staggered, and I also like the way the cod piece kind of match. And let's move along to the chest piece. You can find some of these templates, well, basic templates, on my website. I don't normally provide templates for the entire suit because there's just way too many patterns to be drawing out, and I really don't have time for that. But yeah, if you know anybody who's looking for a job that pays nothing and want to trace out all my designs, then send them my way. And now that I have both of my chest piece glued together, now it's time to join them together. I've already glued the shoulder piece thingy on there. I don't know what you call it. It's like goes around the neck, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. So I decided to take my wood burner and I'm going to burn some undercut lines that matches the abdominal piece. That way when I glue both pieces together, the line can go all the way down and look seamless. I went and took some 3mm craft foam and I glued it to the abdominal piece. This will make it a little more flexible when I wear it. And just like the abdominal piece, I only glued the outside and not the center. This will also help it make it a little more flexible. Now moving along to the back piece, here are my basic design, which I kind of just drew off the fly. And I took the spinal guard and I cut it up into a bunch of little pieces. I'm gonna sand off the corners, the edges, whatever, and then when I glue them back on, I'm gonna glue them back on staggered. This will give it a really cool effect, kind of like the chest area, but they're not like overlapping, but I think it looks really cool. What do you think? Now I'm gluing the two sides of my back piece together. It looks kind of plain now, but I'm going to glue some shoulder blades on there. It's gonna look like this or something like that. I'm not sure, but I did some undercut on the back end and it should give it a pretty cool effect. But before I go to gluing these plates onto the back, I need to attach the front piece to the back piece. This will allow me to put it on my mannequin and I can shape and mold the shoulder plates a little bit better and make sure I put it all on the right spot. So far so groovy. So tell me, what do you think so far? So here's a drawing of my blast guard. I've already traced it out on my floor mat foam and I've cut it out. I cut the center in a 45-degree angle. I don't even think it's 45, but I cut it in a slight angle. And once I got it all glued together, I carefully placed it onto the chest piece, making sure that it is even and not crooked. I'm going to take some heat and apply it to my shoulder blade so I can get some curvature. So that way when I place it onto the back armor, it will fit a little bit nicer. I laid down my glue and I attached my piece, and so far I think it looks cool. Now moving along to the neck blast guard. I think that's what it's called, but if it's not, I'm sticking with it. Luckily my foam is already bent and curved the right direction. I took a Sharpie and I drew a line. This is where I'm going to do some more undercut, and I'm going to apply some hot glue. Where I messed up on this one was I used high temp hot glue, which is a really bad idea for this one. So yeah, it's better to use low temp hot glue because it sets a lot quicker. I applied some contact cement so I can just stick it onto the rest of the armor, and here I am just adding some more additional accents to the chest area. I even took a wood burner, burned some more stuff in there. Now it's time to work on my side guards. I drew out my patterns on some poster board paper, then I transferred it over to this polyester nylon plastic-y looking material. I'm not sure, use whatever you want. I sewed some velcros and some elastic. Then I added this little snap buckle thingy. I think it's called a plastic buckle. Seems legit to me. Then I went and made a mess of the glue so I can glue on these accents. I'm using some 2mm craft foam. I didn't want anything too thick, but I wanted something there so I can apply some paint, and it's gonna look really cool once it matches the rest of the armor. Now I'm gonna take these side guards and then glue it underneath the abdominal piece. It should look something like this. Now it's time to test this beautiful, sexy killing machine on. And it's very comfortable. I just snap the plastic buckle in the back, apply my velcro on the sides, and put on all the rest of my armor pieces. So far this is what I have done. I hope you're digging it, because I'm so digging it. Hope you guys dig the video. I hope you guys like my new armor. I feel like it's a little more comfortable, and it's a lot less bulkier than the one I made last year, or is it 2 years ago? I don't remember. And if you guys really like this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And you know what? If you guys really want to see me do the arms and the shoulders, let's see if we can hit 2,000 views. And as soon as I hit 2,000 views, I'll drop the next videos. And if we can hit 200 likes on this video, I'll show you guys how I made this bad boy back here. I don't think I want to see that guy. Yeah, you do. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see more awesome, cool tutorial builds. Go check out some of my progress pictures on Instagram. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.